can get, if you know what I mean. And to the left of me, women to the right. No guns, got no knife, steep the fight. 'Cause I'm TNT. Hello everyone. If you're like me and you're active and you enjoy listening to music while you're doing things, but you don't want the hassle of having that cord get bogged up in your arms, or when you're lifting your arms, or if you're moving to the side, or even if you're walking past something, have it get caught up. What you need is a pair of wireless headphones. These wireless headphones also have NFC. And for the active person, you also are looking for reliability. I've been through many different types of headphones, used them for 3-4 months. Batteries died on me because of the amount of use. They became incompatible with my phone when I had an update. You name it, I've had the problems. I've also had things that broke after a couple weeks of heavy use. I sweat a lot, so I need something that's going to be durable, especially the ear pads. You need durability. So as you can see right now, I'm doing a little work in my house. But what happens when you go to the gym and you want to work out? You're moving your arms around. You're going back and forth. You're coming up, you're coming down, you're doing different things. If you have a cord, what's going to happen? It's going to get pulled somehow or some way. Right here, I have the TT eSPORTS by Thermaltake Sybaris headsets. These are not only Bluetooth and wireless, but they also can be wired, and you could use them for a gaming headset also while you're gaming. They have some nice padding here, very nice padding up on the top. They're not gonna go down and up while you're moving around. So we'll be taking a look at these in a second. As you can see, the Sybaris headsets aren't only good for listening to music, talking on the phone. They're also as versatile to be gaming headsets. Two ways you could use them. You could use them via Bluetooth 4.0 if your system is compatible and your Wi-Fi device on your system is Bluetooth compatible. You could connect them to it and use them wirelessly. Or you can connect them via the cord, which comes out this way. Of course, it has a locking mechanism. There's two pieces to this. You have a 6-foot cord here, which does have the 3.5mm jacks to go into your audio ports and your microphone port. On the front of it, or on the face, of course, you have your volume control and your mute button. The microphone is bi-directional. It also comes out. So now you're totally wireless, no mic, no nothing. So let's take a look at the actual box for a second. As you can see, the box is black. It says Sybaris on it. It tells you that it's NFC, Bluetooth 4.0. It is it's universal, so it's plug and play. And also that it has the bi-directional microphone. On the back of it, it shows you some specs and some features of it. This does have 40mm metallic drivers in it. This is the outer shell. We open that, and of course, I never could find the right one, but there we go. And inside of the nice little black box inside would have been the headsets if they were in there. Getting a closer look at the headsets, as you can see, they're very flexible. On the left and right ear, you have the TT eSports logo. You also have the TT eSports logo up on the top. The headband itself has a neoprene cushion, and they have leatherette cushions on the earpieces. Now, one of my main concerns when we talk about wireless headsets, Bluetooth headsets, etc., is battery life and durability. I've been using these for almost 6 months now. And in the 6 months, as you can see, there's hardly any damage at all to the earpieces itself. There might be a little bit of staining inside of the earpieces because I've been using them. I use them at the gym. I use them to mow the lawn. I use them to do work around the house. I use them for everything. I even talk on the phone with them when I'm outside if I want to do that. Extendable earpieces with, of course, metal rails that come down. Very simple. And now if we look on the right ear, you'll notice that there's a power button and a volume switch. And then in the front, there's another button. This actually changes the modes. So if you want to pick up a call, you hit that. If you want to go into a music mode, you can listen to it in music mode, and then they do have a standard mode for just talking and stuff like etc. But when you're plugged in, it does go into gaming mode, and you could use that via your interface when you plug it in. Now, of course, this is plug and play. You'll have no problem with it at all. So when we turn it on, you can see a blue light will come on. So you hold that for about 3 seconds, the blue light comes on. But the good thing about this is that they're NFC. If you have an NFC compatible phone, take your phone, snap it by the NFC, which is just above the TT eSports logo here, and you're connected. That's the easy way to do it. If you're still old-fashioned and you want to do it the hard way, let me shut these off and I'll show you. Okay. Red light will show when you're shutting them off. It'll tell you that they're off. So if you didn't catch that, there is a red light which actually blinks solid for about 2 to 3 seconds to tell you that they're off. When you want to connect via Bluetooth, the old-fashioned way by pairing it, you'll have to hold down the button, the power button, for about 5 seconds. And you'll notice that the blue light will come on, and then it'll start blinking red. Once it starts blinking red, you're in Bluetooth pairing mode. Go ahead and pair it the old-fashioned way. Why would you do that? I have no clue. Because you got NFC on most phones. Let's talk about battery life. I kill the batteries on my headsets. I've used multiple different types. You name them, I've used them. I've bought different pairs just to try to see what is going to be durable enough for me. I use these every day at the gym. I do go to the gym just about every day for 2 hours. Now, the battery life on these for music per TT eSports is 14 hours. With a charging time, if you want to charge it from dead, 3 hours. So you're going to charge for 3, you should get 14 hours worth of music out of it. I will tell you something that is totally incredible about these. Now, I don't listen to them with the volume up all the way. I keep a moderate amount of volume. I like to hear what's going on if somebody calls me, etc. I want to make sure that I'm not stepping on anybody's foot if I'm at the gym and I'm, concentrating on something. So I've actually gotten 32 hours out of the battery life on these headsets. They named them Sybaris for a reason. I looked it up, and it's actually a city. And the city was well known for hedonism. Now, if you know what hedonism is, that's wanton excess. Wanton excess. So, wanton excess, yeah, we'll give it to these, baby. Because 32 hours of battery life while I was just listening to music every day for 2 hours at the gym, not a problem. For gaming, I probably get about 14 hours out of gaming. Now,
You can use these with or without the connection. Of course, you're going to have different results when you're using them with or without. I'll go ahead and shut them off here so you can see the red light to show that it's shutting off. That's the red light, it shuts off. Now, to charge them, you have a micro USB cable. I will make a suggestion to everyone. Yes, you could use your supercharger on your system, or you could also, if you have an adapter, plug it into the wall. I found that they charge quicker when they're plugged directly into the wall, and I get a longer charge out of them. I did try it once with just going in through the computer system to where they were totally charged, and I only ended up getting 24 hours out of them at the gym. With a wall charge, 32. It's quite simple. On the left earpiece, you have a little cover that you remove. You take your micro USB, plug it into the top of it. I never get it right. Plug it in there. Go ahead and take it, plug it into your system. You'll notice that there will be a green light that blinks on and off. When it's blinking on and off, it'll go from red to green. When it's blinking on and off, that means that it's charging. When it's totally green, that means you're fully charged. Other things that come with the Sybaris headset is an extra 3.5mm jack if you want to plug it directly into your phone. So plug it into here, plug it into your phone. You can do it that way if your phone's not Bluetooth capable. A nice carrying case to keep it clean. The warranty manual, and of course the user's manual, which comes in multiple languages, and it is very descriptive. It gives you everything you need to know on how to use it, connect it, and what these headsets can do for you. Again, I want to talk about the durability of these. As you can see, the earpieces are not messed up, nothing came off, and durability is a must. I beat up on them. If you're going to beat up on something, you want them to last. These are quite expensive. They're $139, and you don't want to be spending that money to have them last for 6 months. I've had others last for 6 months. I've tried the ones that had the cords. I've ended up pulling cords out and breaking cords because I'm moving my arms or I'm doing things. So Bluetooth connectivity is the way to go when you're doing something with headsets. If you want to be active, you want to go wireless. You don't need that cord hanging out. I do cable management on my cases. I don't need to do cable management when I'm at the gym, routing it through my shirt or routing it over here or doing that or doing the other thing. I want something that's going to last. Other headsets that I've used didn't last as long. I went through multiple. Let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. If you're looking for durability, long life, long battery life, versatility in being able to use them not only for music, but for gaming, etc., you want to purchase the TT eSports Sybaris headsets. They're NFC, they're Bluetooth. They can be wired and used with a bidirectional microphone. You could use it with your phone. You don't want to hear anybody around you? Use it with your phone. Make phone calls off of it. From your phone, you got your headsets. I'm going to go ahead and give the Sybaris an Editor's Choice Award. These things have lasted me quite a long time. I still get the same amount of battery life after the time that I've been using them. It really hasn't decreased. They charge fairly quickly, and for the amount and the price that they are, you can compare it to the Beats. You're going to pay more money, and they're not as good in my eyes. I've tried them. I don't think they're as good as these are. So everyone, make sure you like us on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to this channel for more great videos. Visit us at hightechlegion.com for written reviews of many of the products that we actually do videos on. And remember, High Tech Legion sponsors their own videos, as always. Stay thirsty, my friends. I'll see you the next time.